We'll always be bosom buddies, friends, sisters, and pals. We'll always be bosom buddies. If life should reject you, there's me to protect you.
If I say that your tongue is vicious,
if I call you uncouth,
it's simply that.
Who else but a bosom buddy will sit down and tell you the truth?
Well, hello.
Hello, everybody. Oh, Toni, I must say I love your Valentine's Day hair.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm pretty in pink tonight.
Well, you're in pink. And you are very pretty. Everybody, welcome to Naughty or
Nice.
With your hostesses with the mostesses, the naughty Alexis Flame and
the nice Toni Homeperm.
So
nice. I know. So nice.
You know, I really have a problem with Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I never get any flowers or candy. All I get is shiny rocks and coats made out of dead animals.
Oh, how unfortunate.
I know.
That is so sad.
Meanwhile, back to me. Well, tonight, everybody, we have, because it's Valentine's Day.
That's right.
We brought you some eye candy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm late as usual. That's what happens with being the undead.
Mm-hmm. True.
That I am the late Alexis Flame on so many levels. So we're really not going to keep you waiting for tonight's guest. And,
no.
I hope you're all wearing your Depends tonight because you just may need them. Everybody join us in welcoming the handsome and cripplingly funny Mike Cotayo!
Yeah. Hi, Mike.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
And you know, it's funny that you liked cripplingly funny, considering I stole it off of one of your previous advertisements.
That's why I love it, because it's my thing. For those of you that don't know, none of you apparently, I'm a big gimpy. I walk with a limp. I was in a car accident when I was a baby. Wah, don't cry. It's fine. I lived. But I walk with a limp and I can't really use my left arm.
Well, we see that your looks weren't damaged in the accident, so it's okay.
Thank God. It got me a lot of dick.
I bet it did. I bet it cost you to give a lot, too. Speaking of dick, as you say, do you remember the night we met, Michael?
It's burned in my mind. Yes, I loved it.
For those of you who don't know, one of my sons, another famous Michael, porn star Mickey Carpathio, we were having an event at the legendary Stonewall Inn on Christopher Street. And part of the talent we booked was this handsome young man below me. And after I had introduced him, I stepped backstage for a few moments. I come back out, you know, the consummate hostess with my clipboard and everything. I come back out, and the guest performer, who at the time was fully clothed, I come back out, and he's wearing nothing but his undies.
Oh.
It seems because he's handsome as hell, before he could even start with his monologue, they started auctioning off his clothing.
I told one joke.
Suit, and we were trying to raise money. Yours truly got a severe case of the buckets. Picture that. I said, well, since this is where we are, how much for his drawers? I believe they went for 50 or 75.
What I raised like $300.
So he takes them off, and I'm gagging. Although I never gag.
No gag reflex, right?
But he took off his damn drawers. So I'm trying to cover him with the clipboard. He steps out from behind the clipboard, announcing that he's not shy. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you're shy. I don't want to get rated. Oh, and by the way, for anyone who's curious, since you already know that he's good looking, no, they don't make fun of him in the locker room.
Thank you. It was such a weird night. I just come from the gym. I didn't get time to shower or anything. So I'm in my tight
by the way,
t-shirt.
I'm sorry, Mike. By the way, for anyone out there who's been watching, all of his clothes were returned to him except for the undies. If you're out there, we're still waiting. Go ahead, Mike.
True story. True story.
It is.
So I get up there and I'm telling my first joke, and someone yells, "Well, take off your shirt!" And Alexis jumps in and starts charging. Became a hooker like that.
Well, hey, old habits die hard. It takes a lot of money to look this cheap.
And then, so the shirt got, I think, $50. Then the pants got $200 from this lesbian over in the corner.
I wish I'd known that night. I would have charged more for the drawers.
Thank you.
Really?
And when I said, okay, I'll take off my pants, she goes, wait, show me the money.
He's not lying.
I believe it.
He's not lying.
I believe it.
I didn't book him in here to strip. Show us I was going through my Jerry Maguire phase. What can I tell you? So, Mike, it's good to see you. You look great.
It's awesome to see you too. You ladies look marvelous.
Oh, Mike. It's just a little mascara and lip gloss, and we're ready to go.
You wear it better than I do.
It's not about the Bondo, the spray paint, the spackle. That's what goes on under the lip gloss and mascara.
Speak for yourself.
Because actually, not too long after we did that event, I was supposed to appear in a fundraiser that Mike was doing, but I have terrible arachnophobia to begin with.
I know.
Yeah, a few days before the event, I got bitten by a spider. I don't know how it happened, but it's a place we won't talk about. And yeah, so I just wasn't traveling anywhere.
I remember that.
Yeah, plus I was sick as a dog, because most people have violent reactions to bee stings. Mine is spider bites. It's part of the reason why I have such arachnophobia.
Wasn't that when you did the first Long Island Gay Men's Chorus?
No, that actually happened. I was starting to heal when I did that Winter Spectacular thing. I was still sick that night, but the event I was supposed to do with Mike was like 4 or 5 nights before.
Gotcha.
And I couldn't even drag my old fat ass across the mattress, let alone down the stairs and out the door.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, it was bad. That's part of the reasons why I have the arachnophobia I do. If I get bitten by a spider, it's all over but the memories.
So now, Mike, how did you become a comedian?
I wanted to do it when I was in college, and I went up one night and did it, performed that in an open mic, it was a real show. I performed, and the light went off, and I just kept on talking. So I blew the light, and I go, "Oh, look, the light's going. That's pretty." Anyway, and I just kept on talking. And I was hooked, but then I did it on and off. And then when in 2002, I was diagnosed with HIV, and I realized like stand-up was the only thing that really made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, okay, I quit my job. I did stand-up full time, and I like,
That reminds me of a Billy Joel song.
yeah, right.
Yes.
And like I started to make it, and through that time, I got clean from drugs and alcohol, and then I started to like make it to the next level, and then I started to get really insecure, freaked out, and left stand up altogether.
Oh.
Like 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
And when I met Alexis, I was just getting back into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, that naked show really did wonders for my self-esteem.
Mike, have you ever tried out for like some of those reality shows where they have comedians?
Well, yeah, and you know, it's funny. I probably shouldn't say this because it's live, but whatever. I don't care.
Nobody's watching. It's just the three of us.
Yeah. It says
you know the comedian. Have you ever heard of the comedian Josh Blue?
I have.
No, I haven't.
He has cerebral palsy. He walks like me and kind of is. We have the same disorder. Mm-hmm. He got really famous off that show Last Comic Standing. Mm-hmm. when I was doing stand up. The only difference was he had a manager. I waited my ass out in line in the cold and got rejected. And then someone who died, another comics, I did a radio show with them, and he goes, you know, we just passed a guy with cerebral palsy. And I go, yeah, I know. And he goes, you're a lot funnier than he is. I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you.
Mike, a little flying rodent. I think they call them bats. There's so many of them where I am. Must have something to do with my dental work. I hear till recently you've become an instant family.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. In October, I got married. I got hitched to a woman I've been friends with since 2004, 2007, and we started dating 3 years ago. 4 years. And then in October, we got married.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, honey. We're very happy for you. That doesn't necessarily take you off of my list of things to do. It just knocks you lower down.
You know, I'll take it. I never thought.
A little like marriage isn't enough to stop the likes of me.
I've heard that. I've heard it. I've read it on the walls at Paddles.
At Paddles, of all places. I better step my pussy up.
Do they play table tennis there?
That's exactly what they do.
That's just what they do, Tony. That's just what they do at Paddles. It's a ping pong parlor.
Oh, I love ping pong.
Oh, they love Paddles. Wouldn't you?
Yes, I love those little white balls. There's so much.
They have balls of all colors at Paddles.
Oh, nice! I didn't know they came in various shades.
She's so nice.
You're so innocent. I love it,
Mike. I am a very modest Long Island housewife.
Fucking modest Long Island housewife. My fat ass. Oh yeah, she's so modest, and I'm sweet, innocent, and virginal. Okay, if we get hit by lightning, you know why. So, Mike, what are you doing these days, handsome?
Oh my gosh, I'm working a lot. I started this online university called Funny Shrink University because I work as a therapist.
Funny Shrink University?
Yeah, I work as a therapist, so I'm getting ready to launch the program, and we're going to do workshops for people by comedians.
Oh.
It's going to be pretty cool.
Well, we might not be comedians per se, but if there's anything that Toni and I or Naughty or Nice can help you, can do to help you along with that endeavor, don't you dare hesitate to let us
Oh,
know.
I will reach out, trust me.
So it's online therapy sessions?
No, it's more geared towards healthcare workers to help them learn how to laugh with their patients more.
Okay.
So,
It's actually
like,
very important.
what?
That's actually very important because you wouldn't know it to look at me to see me glide across the stage. But I'm also disabled, and I really cannot have any type of home attendant because I don't get along with any of them at all.
Right. Well, it's hard to let someone in your house and
It
help
really
you.
is.
Yeah.
Now you know how Frank and Toni feel when I go to pick up my wigs. No, so anyway. No, but all joking aside, it really is difficult if at a time you're feeling vulnerable and you're not just feeling like yourself. It really is difficult to open up and let somebody into your home. I
Right.
mean, it's letting them in
Yeah.
on a given level, and it's not always easy. And Mike, I commend you because I think this is something very important. So once again, if there's, because I myself experience it, Toni is in a situation where she understands what you're saying. So
Hmm.
if there is anything that separately or together we can do to help you further promote this endeavor, again, please don't you dare
Oh,
hesitate.
I will definitely let you know as I get closer to putting it out there. I'm
Oh, yeah,
supposed to launch it on April Fool's Day.
Ah.
that's perfect.
Exactly.
You
what,
know,
what day
um,
does that fall on?
I don't know. I just picked the day because I love it.
Well, hold on, because you know what? If it falls close enough to a Thursday, we might have to revisit your opening. Hang on.
Ooh.
definitely.
Okay, April 1st.
Mike, I actually
Day. No, wait, Thursday. Wait, no, this is February. Hold on. March.
before all this happened, I actually had a career. I was performing at
April 1st is a Thursday.
oh good.
Oh. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
I was performing at like rehabs and facilities like for like senior citizens. I have like I do like a one woman oldie show because I sing live. So I would go in and last year I had so many like shows booked,
And she's really a great singer
and they
and entertainer.
and they all got canceled.
I
They
know.
all got canceled.
It's
Yeah, well,
killing the industry.
you can thank Pam. You know, that bitch pandemic.
Pandemic.
Hold on,
So,
Tony, just so you know. And Mike, I'm going to hold you to this. April 1st is a Thursday. So, everybody, we will be rejoined by Mike Cotayo on Thursday, April 1st.
I'm so
So,
excited, you
cool,
guys.
tune in.
That's actually also our anniversary, me and my wife's anniversary when we started dating.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, you know what? We'll have to bring her on for a cameo.
There
Yeah.
you go. She'll hate it. I will love it.
So I can. So
Can
I
I
can.
be honest with you, ladies?
Right.
Of course.
I am so shocked I'm married to a woman
So am I.
Do tell.
because we met through a mutual friend, my wife and I, and she liked me right from the get-go, and she said to my best friend, he's really cute. What's his deal? And she goes, oh, he's gay. Don't bother. And so we didn't get together, but there was always an attraction. You know me, I like anything. I don't judge. If you have a penis, if you have a vagina, if you're a furry, Well, those are weird. But I'm good. I'm good with anything.
No,
So
he just said furry, and I'm looking toward my closet like, no, he's not coming here. Fur.
keep him away from your furs.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Mike, do you consider yourself pansexual, or do
You
not
know,
trying to label yourself?
Try sexual. If it's
I've
sexual,
ne-
try it.
you guys, seriously, I've never fucked a pan before. Pots, though, they are deep. I would do a pot.
Jonah Falcon would probably agree with you.
Oh God, here we go.
I know Jonah. He hit on me one day, and we got together. And I was like, "You want to stick that where?" I'm like,
Hell no!
and I go, the only way I would even try that is if you did not use a condom, because that would rip me in 3 pieces.
I'm like, no, honey, you are not sticking that square peg in this round hole. I think not.
I mean, you'd probably know what it feels like to be a Muppet, you know? Somebody's...
Or you could go squat. I mean, I'm well hung, but Jonah Falcon. The only thing I could think of to get close to it would be to squat on a fire hydrant. The dog's gonna lift his leg there.
He's a nice guy, though.
We've had him on the show.
Yes, he was one of our guests. He is. We loved him.
He's cute too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would just be awful if he had all that dick and he wasn't cute.
Really?
No, but see, I'm well hung, and then I look at him and I go,
are we talking about coat hangers?
I mean, seriously, he pulls out his dick and you can hear them in Japan. Oh, Gazera!
You guys are a mess. I love it. You're like my favorite new show.
We're our favorite show too. Oh, we have something else in common.
No, but seriously, I mean, but Mike is funny as hell. But you can imagine my dismay when I came out from behind the curtain and I saw him wearing nothing but his unmentioned.
Oh, come on. You loved it.
Oh, please.
Why do you think I auctioned off your drawers?
I never got those back.
If whoever won his drawers, we don't want them back. But now that I know the pants went for $200, you owe us fucking money.
When I was on stage and you said sold, I'm like, I just got my pants for $200. What?
Yeah, he told me that, like, how much for the drawers? I'm like, hey, if it's working, go with it.
I was so excited. I raised $300 for charity, and all I did was get naked.
Reached 300 while we were on the stage. What you contributed with your talents, notice how I said that plural, you were actually sole responsible for like just about $600 of the almost $7,000 we raised that night.
Oh,
and that was for what charity?
That was
GMHC.
That for GMHC, yes. Their
Men's Health
long-term buddy program.
Very nice. Was that like an Imperial Court thing, Alexis, or?
No, we did this outside of the court.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
There were court members in the show.
Mm-hmm.
You and I didn't know each other at the time, or you would have been asked to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Mickey had won a title. He became Mr. Paddles.
Mm-hmm.
And part of when he won, which reminds me, I should reach out to Mickey and see if we get him on the show.
Yes, really. We love Mickey.
He's living in Arizona right now, I think.
I thought they were in New Mexico.
New Mexico, Arizona, same shit.
Hey, as long as it's hot
Dry. It's dry and there's cactus.
As long as it's hot enough to grow cactus, you ain't gonna find my fat ass there.
I was talking to him yesterday, actually.
Oh, he calls you, but he doesn't call his mother.
Oh.
He says, "Good to know."
But we text.
In trouble.
You under the bus.
He's in
We
trouble.
text, you know. We're texters.
Yeah, I know. And you see the thumbs. People today, Tony, I don't know if you've seen this. I got a fucking problem with it. People today type faster with 2 thumbs than I can type with all 10 fingers. And you see them on the bus. It's like maybe it's the video games. I don't know.
Who knows?
I cracked a nail. That's okay. I'll make a new one.
So, Mike, where else have you been? Aside from getting your this online thing going, have you been doing any virtual shows?
I do a podcast. I do a podcast about.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Funny Shrink Podcast. It goes up. We stream live on YouTube. We use StreamYard, and I'm really bad at turning them into podcasts. So you can find about 11 episodes on iTunes and Spotify, but then after that, it's all fucked. But I work with a co-host, Frank Kane. He's a comedian who talks on suicide. He went through the same thing. He had a bunch of bookings all year, and then the pandemic happened, and he lost all the money. So
that's everybody almost everybody in the entertainment field.
Yeah.
Me, I'm 6 minutes older than Dirt. And then when I started coming out doing shows again, I didn't have as many bookings as Tony did because Tony was booked clear past New Year's. And all wiped away just like that.
Gone.
But I see myself at my age, and no, I'm not saying it. Fuck you all.
27.
Oh, Mike, you're so sweet. He's so nice. We'll just say that I catered the Last Supper and that I provided the hookers for the after party.
Were there really only 27 candles on her cake? Well, there were on the slice I had.
I had posted that on her page for her last birthday. Were there really 29 candles on the piece I had with us? No, I mean, here we are, okay, and we think we're queens of the maypole because we're like, booked. Then the pandemic comes, crickets.
Boom.
Just like where Tony and I are both members of the Imperial Court of New York. And we had everything set. We had the room reserved. We had the tickets bought. Only to find out, Cinderella, you can't go to the ball. Oh, and by the way, neither can anyone else.
No.
I mean, it was just totally crackle fucked. This pandemic has fucked everything all the way up. And it's really sad, too.
It's awful. The first show I did back was in October, November, in person. I've been doing Zoom shows a lot. But in person, the first show I did back was in a strip club in Hackensack.
Hackensack. Stripping, Mike.
I wasn't on the pole that day. That was not me.
There's a few people at my show that wanted you on the pole.
Yeah, I remember.
No, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, honey. Keep going.
So it was crazy. And then I went back, and this was when New Jersey passed I went back about a few weeks later to do another show. And it was when Jersey passed the law that you had to shut down at 10. There was a curfew. So we were performing in a tent, in a heated tent. So everybody from inside the strip club, strippers, patrons, everybody just came into the tent. And people weren't wearing masks. I started freaking out. Like, I gotta go. Like, you know, I love a good boob, but I hate Corona.
Oh.
But Corona, I'm done with you.
What I don't get is they make these outside things, but it's basically the inside. What's the difference between?
Yeah, plus, you're sitting there now. We're all the people in the plastic bubble. So what's the difference?
What's the difference? I don't understand it.
Once you encase it, it's indoors.
Yeah. So what's the difference whether it's you're encased, you know, outside or encased inside? I mean,
I guess brick and mortar is the only difference.
I guess so. I won't go in either or. But.
Once you're surrounded on all sides and put a cap on it, you're indoors.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, seriously.
Go figure.
So that's why Toni and I are doing what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you guys, am I more naughty or nice? What do you think?
You're definitely naughty.
I say he's nice.
Two good-looking men we've had on the show that aren't one of my children.
Mm-hmm.
At least this week.
My God, you should see her uterus. It is like stretched out like you wouldn't believe.
I believe
The
it.
amount of children.
Oh, you've been to the Smithsonian to see it, Toni? My liver is one day going to join my uterus at the Smithsonian.
You know, a mosquito bit her once, and it had to go to Betty Ford.
Yeah, but it died in transport.
That's some good blood.
I mean, everybody knows who I am and my sort of past. And you would think of after all the years of booze and drugs. But you know what? Every now and then a brain cell pops up and says, "Missed me, bitch." No, seriously. I mean, it's just a night without Alexis Flame without words is like a night without stars. And I don't even have the words to describe how messed up this truly is. You know, and people take it as a joke. You know, I'm of a certain age. I'm a lung cancer survivor, and yes, I still smoke. I don't want to hear it out there. I'll die.
She ain't listening.
I'll die when I'm goddamn ready, and not a moment before. I'm too damn ornery to drop dead again. But seriously, and you see people out there, okay, on social media, having a hilarious time. I mean, we are. But she's there, I'm here, you're there. But you see people getting together, having a hilarious time. Now, I have had the occasional dinner party and posted it. But my dinner parties are all of what? 4, 5 people?
Right.
But you see these big-ass crowds getting together, hanging out, kikiing, not a mask to be seen. Like it's okay, and we're not in the middle of a pandemic.
True.
Well, expect to be invited to my house for the next Badass Alert. I mean, they're out there acting like it's okay, and it really isn't.
No, it's not.
It really isn't. I mean, like I said, I still have the occasional impromptu dinner party, but if it's 5 people, it's a lot. And even though I live in an apartment, Toni's been here, my apartment is still large enough that in my living room, 5 people can gather, yet still social distance.
Right.
Okay, that's why if you see the pictures from the past, you won't see masks. But we're not sitting in each other's lap either. I mean, there's people just out there having a kiki like it's okay, and it's not okay. It's just not.
Yes.
I mean, this is really serious. You know, it's killing, if it's not dead already, it's killing the nightlife. It's killing restaurant and theater trade. I mean, it's like Harry Potter. These are mad times we live in. Mad, I tell you.
I know. Well, you know, let's get away from this now.
Yeah,
we're getting too heavy.
Mike, take your shirt off. No,
Yes. Mike, get naked. No way, we don't want to be in Facebook jail. Stop.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, Mikey.
I may have to call him Calvin if he keeps that up.
Either that or Bryce.
Like I said, I'm not
Have
shy.
a read with my son Bryce, who runs the Men of Eden. That's his male stripping troupe. He's the biggest name in male entertainment in Connecticut. So here we have, I muted myself, blah, blah, blah. That was the debut of the younger, thinner sister you heard about. That slut. And that's just it. She doesn't even follow the family values. She's
No.
a slut. I'm a whore. The difference is, sluts just give it away. So anyway, no, but we're sitting there, and then my son goes on, and let me tell you, he's 40 years old, but he's got a physique that 19
He has a
years
great
old
body. He
would
really does.
to have and not lose any sleep over it.
Very true.
But we'll just say I had to turn the camera away from him, or Tony and I wouldn't be doing this show with you tonight because we'd both still be in Facebook jail.
Yeah. We're talking full Monty.
Parole.
A full Monty.
Oh, honey, full Monty, and that poor jack-o'-lantern.
Which almost killed you.
Yeah, well, the remains
Yeah.
of the jack-o'-lantern almost killed me when I did
Yeah.
the number. But we'll just say, had you saw my son perform, you'd have to wonder every time you ate a slice of pumpkin pie in the future.
Now, Mike, the what is the name of it again? The funny
Shrink University.
Funny Shrink University.
Yes.
And it's gonna be geared towards healthcare professionals.
Yeah.
And how to help them deal with
how to help them learn to laugh more, have more of a sense of humor when they're working with people.
And it's going to be like online workshops?
Yeah, online workshops. The first 7 modules are taught by me, and then every month I'll be bringing in a new speaker to do a workshop, and it'll be awesome. Like, the reason I started it is because I've had to take so many boring ass workshops.
Okay.
I just can't deal with them anymore.
I was wondering what was the inspiration.
Yeah.
The boring workshops.
The boring workshops were the inspiration.
Those were the inspiration.
People don't know how to, like, yeah, the material is rough, but it doesn't mean you have to put me to sleep. Like,
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm in a position where I can use such, I wouldn't say help because I'm not a total invalid, but I am personally in a position where I could use some assistance. And Toni is in a position where the information you're giving might prove useful to her. So bearing that, Toni, I know you can see me, but I just lost my screen. Hold on, there we go. This is something that's really hitting home. Mike, where can one go to find out about this program and what it has to offer?
You reach out to me on Facebook. I will give you all the information. Right now, the website is being developed. You could also reach me at mike@funnyshrinkuniversity.com.
Okay, well, I have someone who might be able to help you develop the website, but that aside, now also, because I just explained the difference between Toni and myself, now you're talking about with that, but will there be anything offered to say people in my end who might need someone to come in? Will there be anything offered to per se help them, like, make it easier to greet someone into your home to help you out?
That's something I could look at for the future, but like right now, no. But it's a great idea for like the future work I'll be doing. So
yeah, seriously, because it's a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways. I mean, people providing the care would, need some insight, but then so would some of the people who need the care also.
Right, exactly.
But no, but Mike, I commend you for this. I mean, I'm actually in awe. I mean, that's talk about golden idea. Yeah, kid, you nailed it. And Tony, we
Listen,
have to do anything we can to help him promote this.
thank you
Absolutely.
guys.
No, Mike, thank you.
Living in a pandemic with ADD, you got a lot of ideas. So I just grabbed one and
No,
was like, you got to stick with it.
well, Mike, you picked a golden idea.
Mhm.
Consider yourself the guest of honor at the chocolate factory. You got the golden ticket.
Thank
I
you.
mean, seriously. Well, it's almost that time, folks. And I wasn't even that late this evening. Who knew?
No.
All right, so before we wrap this up, we already know about the program. Where can we contact the funny man himself? How do we find Mike Cotayo on social
Uh,
media?
Facebook.com/funnymanmike. Instagram, the funny shrink. I don't even know my handle. Fuck. Let me see. Let me see.
It's always the pretty ones that are brain dead.
Oh my god, I'm stupid.
So
Did
true.
you know my
You're so
car accident? I have a brain injury. That's my deal.
But he doesn't have a dick injury. Trust me, I've seen it. That's fine.
Yeah, that one works. Let's see. Funny Shrink Mike. Funny Shrink Mike.
Funny Shrink Mike.
Funny
That's
Shrink
on.
Mike.
That's on what?
That's
What?
Instagram and Twitter and
Instagram, Twitter.
LinkedIn, humor and healthcare.
Okay. Funny Shrink Mike.
No, but like I said, Mike, that's actually a golden idea. That's a platinum idea you have.
Mhm.
Thank you so
I
much. I
commend
appreciate it.
you for it. Well,
I can't
folks,
wait.
that's about it for tonight, everybody. Everybody say goodnight to the handsome and cripplingly funny Mike Cotayo. Mikey, thank you for joining us, and I'm going to call you in a couple of days. Mwah!
Thank you so
Bye,
much,
guys.
Mike.
Bye,
Bye,
ladies. Thank
Good
you.
night, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
He's such a
Oh,
sweetheart. He
what
really.
a nice guy.
Oh, you don't even know the half of it. He is. Oh dear, here go my bangs. He is such a sweetheart. He's an asset to the community.
Mhm.
I mean, he's just really a great guy.
Maybe you should spray that with that Gorilla Glue.
Oh, sweet. Hey, at least it's not shifting.
There is that.
At least I could get on an airplane with this one and not wind up, I guess, for the ATF.
Beep, 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 beep. Ma'am, can you step to the side here?
Oh, honey, that updo, that's not even beep, beep, beep. The metal detector goes, seize her! Yeah, I guess spray the bangs just a little bit.
Just so everyone knows what we're referring to, it's the updo that my husband did for you.
Yeah.
That had about a million bobby pins.
No, the first one had
First
a
one.
million bobby pins.
First one, yes.
The silver one, if I had $1 for every bobby pin that's in the silver one, forget about it. I could help pay off the national deficit.
Exactly.
Well, actually, Tony, do write it down because I'm going to write it down after we sign off.
Mhm.
Everybody look for Mike Cotayo to return to Naughty or Nice on April 1st.
Yes.
And we'll find out about the launch of his program. I, for one, am looking very forward to finding everything out about it.
Funny Shrink University is what he said.
Yes.
Funny Shrink University. Very interesting.
And I actually think in the state that we're living in now, I mean, how could he fail?
Right.
How could he possibly
Can you
tell?
possibly tell?
By the way, if she's watching, if anyone's out there, and I meant to text you, I got confirmation in the very near future. Be looking for a naughty or nice, messy with Madison crossover.
Oh yes, we love Madison.
Don't we?
Madison Mansfield.
No, we do. We do. Madison,
Do.
everything.
Yes.
Well, that's basically it for tonight, everybody. Toni,
Mhm,
anything else to
mhm.
add, sweetie?
What's that?
Do you have anything else to add, sweetie?
No, I think we covered everything.
Well, then, from the no, hold on, naughty Alexis Flame and
The nice Toni Homeperm. So nice. So
as
nice.
my bangs drop down as if to say, see, even my hair that your husband created is saying, really? So, as we sign off, I got to get the skinny on that. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us once again. And stay healthy, stay safe, and in the words of the horror diva, naughty nightmares. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.